Thank you very, very much. Things are happening everywhere. Biafra land is boiling as we speak because they are seeking to provoke us. That is what they want to do. So they can tell the world that we are something that they know very well that we are not. Some of you don't understand how they operate, but we do. We know the way they work. We know what they want to do. They want us to march before the time is right. They want us to succumb and to submit to pressure. They want some of you to become impatient and to lose your grip on fact and reality. We have never failed before, and we are not going to fail. If they cannot jam us, if they cannot take us off air, if they cannot stop us from doing what we are doing, it's part of the fact that even Britain is helping them. That tells you how tenacious we are. We don't want anybody to panic needlessly. Everything happening to us now is expected. We know it is bound to happen, but in the end, we are going to triumph. Every dictatorship, every empire has at one time or the other crumbled. What is happening now is not new. It cannot last for long. I tell you that. They will dissipate. They will exert, they will flaunt, they will waste their energy. That I can assure you. But in the end, we are going to prevail. Be rest assured. Listen, there are dictators all over from Ceausescu. Everybody at one time, Idi Amin thought nobody can replace him. The whole world is replete with dictatorships. They thought they were untouchable. Mohammed Siad Barre of Somalia. Everybody, the same thing now with Buhari. He's jumping up and down, but one day it will dawn on everybody. As the British people, ordinary commoners, told King Charles I before they cut off, Cromwell told him, Charles, I will cut off your head to prove to you that you did not come from God or anything. You are an ordinary human being. And they proceeded to cut off his head. Go and read the history of Britain. That's how they have the House of Commons, that is more powerful than the House of Lords. If you don't know, let me tell you. Some of you don't know history. They cut off the head of a ruling monarch in Britain to prove to them that all men are created equal. You are now jumping up and down because you're a governor. You have the power to order police to shoot. But Willie Obiano, you will be destroyed completely beyond recognition. I'm telling you. Idi Amin did the same thing but failed. Every dictator always falls eventually. Keep harassing our people. Keep tormenting IPOB family members. We are unstoppable. I remember when the early preachers, the genuine ones, traveled to Rome to go and preach the gospel. Do you know what Nero did to them? They fed them to lions. They were alive and they called lions to feed on them. If you travel to Rome, you will see the history there. Do you know that where the Vatican is today, that was where they crucified Saint Peter upside down. You see normal crucifixion. People don't know history. Where the Vatican is today, Peter was crucified upside down. The blood rushed into his brain until he died. Others were thrown into barrels of hot oil, cauldron of oil. But do you know what happened? Eventually, the gospel of Yahweh took over the whole of Rome. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many of us you kill, and you're only making us stronger and stronger and stronger. We said that Biafra is our religion, so we are prepared to die for Biafra. That's something you must know. Life is meaningless. I listen to advice, that is true, but I do what is on my mind eventually, as led by Spirit. You must understand that. That is why we are going to prevail, and that is why Biafra will come. I thank all of you for listening. There is no rest, they say, for the wicked. But we are not wicked, I tell you. We are working very, very hard in a very studious way to ensure that our land, our country is freed from captivity and slavery. The bondage we are encountering, we must unshackle ourselves from it. If you believe in Biafra, remain very strong. We are not going to waver. This will never ever stop until Biafra comes. Be rest assured. We are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We are still here. Obiano will come and go in disgrace, I tell you. Aboga Wasa will come and go in disgrace. Anybody moving against IPOB, you will be disgraced eventually. It's a war you cannot win. MBC cannot defeat us. The zoo cannot defeat us. They have given up. They know how strong we are and how determined that we are. The world will know that very, very soon. I assure you. Willie Obiano, you have signed your death warrant because eventually you will fall. Eventually you will fall, I assure you. You will fall. Biafra is our religion. Here on Radio Biafra is where we worship, because Chukwu Okike Abiama in heaven, who has lifted all the curse upon us, is our creator. He will guide, bless, nurture, sustain, keep each and every one of you and your families, but more importantly, will sustain and keep his inheritance, which is Biafra. From me, from here, these early hours of the morning in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, I say good morning to all of you.